What is up, you guys? It is Mikey, and welcome back to another Mortal Kombat video. No, today is not just about MK11. No, it is not. I am doing a Mortal Kombat Q&A. I've actually been requested a lot to do this recently, but just because it was like finals week, I didn't really have a lot of free time to just like sit down and answer you guys' questions. So since it's summer, I was like, screw it! Let's just sit down and answer some questions. I went on YouTube and asked you guys to, hit me with some questions about MK9, MKX, MK11, and of course, MK12, which will hopefully come out in the near future since this year is Mortal Kombat's 30-year anniversary. So, the first question I want to answer is one that I think is actually just like really funny is, what will your new YouTube name be, or will you keep it the same? I'm assuming like when Mortal Kombat comes out, I don't know, I could just be Mikey MK11 still. I don't know, I might have to change it though. I don't know, maybe it'll just be Mikey MK, just like in general. I actually didn't think about that whenever I was starting my channel, so I actually have no idea. But ideally, I might just switch it to Mikey MK12 if I feel like it, or just Mikey MK in general. Alrighty, moving on to the next question. What character would you most enjoy to see in Mortal Kombat 12 other than Mileena? To be honest, I would love to see Kenshi back. He was so badass in MKX, and I feel like they could do... He has a lot of potential in the Mortal Kombat story. I mean, maybe if they even brought back him and Takeda, that would be so awesome. But if I really had to pick, I think I would definitely choose Kenshi. I already know that they're just going to give him like a badass design. I can't wait. I really hope they bring Kenshi back. I mean, he's a fan favorite. He's just so dope. So if I had to pick somebody to come back other than Mileena, I think I'd choose Kenshi. Alright, moving on. Should there be another female boss? You know what? I think, why not? Why the hell not? I mean, it definitely was very refreshing to see NetherRealm Studios bring in a female boss. Kronika, I think, was really... I really did enjoy the MK11 storyline. I mean, I loved that she was the Keeper of Time. That in itself just gave Mortal Kombat an entire new edge, and in previous games they would recycle the old like tournament and then just like outworld rulers and whatnot. I think it was super dope for them to incorporate some kind of anomaly in time, and then Kronika was in there. I said, why not bring back another female boss? But I mean, it would have to be someone that was on her level. I mean, like, she's more than... Is she an Elder God? I think she's more than like an Elder God. She's just like, maybe, I don't know, she's in her own little realm. But if they were gonna bring back a female boss, it would have to be someone that's like substantially like up at her level, if that makes any sense. Alrighty, Isaiah wants to know, which characters do you think are the best looking / attractive in MK11? As far as like, overall aesthetic, gear, and like skins and all that jazz, I think Rain really looks the best on the roster. I mean, sorry, RoboCop, no, I'm kidding. He looks royal, he looks arrogant, like the purple and like, the gold and the gear, I love it. It's just very Rain. But if not him, maybe like Scorpion. But I feel like that's what everybody would answer. Of course, they're going to make the face of the franchise look the best. As far as female, it's really a toss-up between Jade and Sindel. Jade really stole the show for me. They made her look really good. The eye makeup, I mean, the skins may not be the most appealing, but I think they did a really phenomenal job with Jade. And the reason I'm debating on saying Sindel is because she just has the Sindel sex appeal that so many people love. So, but I think really my top two are Jade and Rain. Alrighty, who do you not want back in MK12? Okay, this is so freaking easy. D'Vorah and Cetrion, I do not want either of them to be back. To be honest, I don't think NetherRealm is going to bring Cetrion back. I mean, they've already done so much with her design. I figured they'd run out of ideas, but you never know. I really don't see a role for Cetrion in the new game, but then again, I have no idea what the new game entails. And as far as D'Vorah, she's just has the same role in each game. She's someone's pimp's bitch, and then she betrays them, and then gets the whole fan base riled up when she kills off somebody important. It's just annoying. So Yeah, Cetrion and Devora, I don't want to see either of them in MK12. Realistically, I don't think Cetrion will be back, but I can pretty much guarantee that Devora will be back regardless. I mean, I feel like there's some twisted fucks out there that really do like Devora, so, but those are the two that I don't want to see back, personally. Okay, do you think they should give better gear for Mileena like MK9, or are you liking the cover-up in MKX and MK11? To be honest, I'm really liking the cover-up. I mean, don't get me wrong, like the scandalous looks, I mean, they're definitely more eye-grabbing, but as far as in like a combat stance, I mean, it doesn't make any sense if you're going up against someone with like daggers and swords for like all of your skin to be exposed. I like that they gave all of the female characters some like modest like gear and like skins that like they may not, like the heels may not scream combat, but you know, it just looks like they're, you know, I don't know if you catch my drift, but like I definitely like the cover up. It doesn't really make any sense for them to be so like one piece bathing suits when they're going into a tournament. So I definitely do like the cover up, and plus it gives them way more room to be creative. I really loved like Jade's Revenant skin, and I loved Scarlet's story mode skin. I think that's got to be one of my favorite skins in the entire game. So yeah, I definitely like when they're a little bit more covered up. What is your favorite design for Mileena, MK9, MKX, or MK11? Definitely MKX Condom skin. I think that was definitely the best looking skin they've given Mileena in any of the games. And if they brought something back similar, I would definitely be rocking that. I loved the ponytails. I loved the crown that they, if that's what you call it, the headgear. It just looked really, really good to me. And if it's not that, then it's definitely Vampirus in MKX. I'm not really the biggest fan of the MK9 skins, like the freaking toilet paper freaking, I'm a slutty mummy on Halloween, or, you know, and to be honest, I really don't like any of the skins they gave her in MK11, but if I had to pick my favorite, it would be Condom from MKX, and if not Condom, then it would be Vampirus, definitely. Alrighty, Sindel or Kitana? Sindel, 100%. You know, I've never really been gravitated towards Kitana. She just seems like a cliche. It's like, let's bring in a female character, make her fall in love with somebody, and then give her some higher role. I mean, it's just, I think that's what made me fall in love with Mileena, because she's the exact opposite of a cliche. I'll pick pretty much any of the female fighters over Kitana, because Kitana just seems like one big, basic bitch to me. I don't really know. What do you like about MK11 versus MKX? Apart from graphics, because it's pretty clear that the MK11 graphics are 10 times better than of MKX's, but I really do like the implementation of crushing blows. It just makes it more exciting when you're doing combat, especially online. So I really do like crushing blows. I was gonna say that I like that they brought friendship back, but to be honest, it seems kind of useless to me. So I'm gonna leave out the friendship part. It definitely was shocking when they brought that back, but I like crushing blows and the graphics. Other than that, there really isn't like some deal-breaking thing that makes me like MK11 over MKX. I genuinely enjoyed MKX. I definitely missed having like Jade in the game and Rain, and but then again, I also did not like they excluded Takeda and Kung Jin, so it's just a toss-up. But I like crushing blows and the graphics. I think that's what I like about MK11 versus MKX the most. Do you think that NetherRealm Studios fucked up Mileena gameplay-wise? Yes and no. I mean, they definitely made her far weaker in this game than MKX. And I honestly think they did that on purpose. I don't think they really wanted to bring Mileena back into the game, but They knew that it would be an easy money grab. She definitely made them tons of money. So I think as a bit of punishment for all the hassling the community did, they just made her a super weak character. But she can be good in the right hands. I mean, I definitely wouldn't take her into a tournament. You'll definitely get destroyed. She doesn't have anything about her that just, sets her apart than the other characters on the roster. But it also doesn't make any sense how they gave Kitana a Psy and that her telekick is better than Mileena. That makes no sense to me. I mean, telekick is one of Melina's more useless moves in the game. I think the most useless is just standing for, and then telekick is right behind it, and that should definitely not be the case. You could totally combo into a telekick and MKX, so air telekick, I mean, that shouldn't even be a variation. That should already be implemented into her basic skills. And just some of the other variations, I just think they didn't know what to do. I mean, I liked Ravenous Ethereal. I mean, if they gave her something more like Ethereal is badass. I mean, I like Vanish, but Vanish isn't really tactical. You're still visible. I don't know. Yes and no. In the right hands, Mileena can be good in MK11, but they definitely made her far weaker, and I think they could have done a better job in, the design of her variations. She seemed very rushed. That's just the bottom line. She was a very rushed character. Alright, should Mileena switch to the good side with her sister in MK12? That would be different, for sure. I mean, I think that would be super cool if they just teamed up, Mileena and Kitana. I mean, it would definitely be something we haven't seen before, and I think it would really be an iconic staple in the Mortal Kombat universe. So yeah, why the hell not? I think it would be really cool to see, what event would take place to where Kitana and Mileena would be on the same side and allies. So it would be really cool to see Mileena not want to kill Kitana 24/7 or steal her man or whatnot. But yeah, I think that would be super interesting to see the two work together. So why not? Yeah, it would give the game a little bit more of an edge. As a Mileena main, who do you think is worse to fight? Sub-Zero, Scorpion, Cabal, Kotal, Shao Kahn, Joker, or Kano? If I'm just picking one from this list, probably Cabal. I mean, he's just all over the place. I don't know. I typically have a pretty difficult time playing against Cabal, so. But if not him, maybe, I don't know, either Scorpion or Kano. I feel like the more and more and more that I've played against Scorpion, he's just extremely predictable. Kano is just super fast and annoying, so I would say Cabal and Kano, the freaking Black Dragon bitches. Alrighty, who do you like more than Mileena? Nobody. I think Mileena is my favorite character in the Mortal Kombat universe. I mean, when I first started playing Mortal Kombat, my very first Mortal Kombat game was Mortal Kombat 9, and I didn't play with Mileena at all in that game. I primarily stuck to Sonya, and then once I discovered Losty Girl playing MKX, I was like, okay, I love Mileena. I think she's really the one that put me on to Mileena, so she's definitely my favorite character. She's just, I don't know, there's not a character that I like more than Mileena. So that, to answer your question, there is not another character that I like more than Mileena, if you guys couldn't tell already. What are your thoughts on Smoke coming back in MK12? To be honest, I would love it. I mean, I think Smoke is pretty badass. I feel like if they did bring him back, he and Fujin would have a similar little, like, fighting style. But I've always thought Smoke was, like, pretty badass since MK9. So, yeah, I would definitely not be opposed to Smoke coming back in MK12 at all. What do you expect from the new MK12? To be honest, I have no expectations. I would just hope that the game is more exciting than MK11. Now, MK11 was a pretty exciting game, the story and like the graphics and all that. I feel like the graphics aren't going to be, significantly better. I mean, I think they did a really, really good job with MK11, but I just feel like with the story, it just needs to be a little bit more exciting. Hopefully, I don't know. I don't know if they should bring Crushing Blows back. I like Crushing Blows a lot, but it would just need to have some like defining you know, signature, like this is what you get in MK12. You're not getting it in any other Mortal Kombat game. So no expectations, but I do want it to be just exciting all around. What do you miss the most from Mortal Kombat X? I think really the only thing I really miss is just how much of a role Mileena played into it. And I know it sounds like such a Mileena like fandom answer, but that is genuinely what I really, really liked. I like that they used Mileena a lot more in the story. So I think that, other than that, I mean, there's not really much I miss about MKX. I mean, the roster was smaller and there was less stages, and you know, but I definitely like the faster paced combat. I mean, you had to be quick. Each character could run up on you. It was insane. So that's my answer. That's my answer. What are your top 5 DLC from movies you want in MK12, and what movie DLC from previous MK games would you like? To be honest, I don't know if this is just me, but I really haven't been the biggest fan of them putting movie characters into Mortal Kombat. I know so many of my favorite Mortal Kombat YouTubers are like totally gonna be like against what I say, but I really just like the use of the OGs, and if they want to bring on new characters like Cetrion and Garrus like they did in this game, I liked that. I mean, it just doesn't make any sense for fucking RoboCop to be going up against Scorpion. Like, I mean, I just personally never really was a big fan of that. So that is my answer. Top 2 female fighters to see back in MK12 other than the female ninjas. To be honest, Natara, I mean, she had a feature in the film. I think it'd be pretty cool to see what they do with her. Serena, she had a small role in MKX. So maybe those two. I mean, I feel like they would be, I don't know, I feel like Serena would be a bit basic, so I feel like they need to like do something more with her. I mean, I definitely like how you know, Natara has like the wings. Like, she could be pretty cool. Like, she'd be flying all freaking over the place. But I think those two, yeah. Who's a character that you think deserves a rework to their story in MK12? I've never really spoken about this, but I feel like Jacqui deserves much more than what she's been getting in the previous games. Like, yeah, in MKX she had like a bit of a love story, but I feel like she's always just been like the daddy's girl, overprotected and overshadowed by her dad. Like, she wants to be a good soldier, but she's just, you know, being really restrained from her father, and that's always like her like inner battle, like trying to fulfill her role as a soldier, but like also try and be loyal to her family. But I feel like there was one intro between Mileena and Shang Tsung, or who was it, Mileena and Jax, about how Shang Tsung's cloning Jacqui. That is potential. Like, there could be a whole, like, imagine them being like another like Mileena. I don't know, that would be so cool. Can y'all imagine like a Jacqui mixed with Tarkat and blood? Like, can you imagine? Like, that would be so cool, right? So I think Jacqui deserves much more than what she's getting. If they've always given the spotlight to Cassie, I would like to see Jacqui steal the show. Alright, you guys, thank you so much for tuning in to this Q&A. I had a really good time answering a lot of you guys' questions. Make sure you guys go ahead and like the video and go ahead and subscribe. I am literally tiptoe steps away. Does that make sense? Tiptoe. I'm tiptoeing towards 2,000 subscribers. Holy shit, I can't even believe that. But I cannot wait till MK12 gets released. Fingers crossed that it's this year. And until next time, I'll see ya. Cutie outro, Mike. Let's go.